there, 6:35. People are already out walking their dogs, riding push bikes. Beautiful time of day. This is the closest one to where we live, so it's about 40 minute drive. Just taking the opportunity to volunteer while I'm not allowed to run. Parkrun is a community event and it's basically run by volunteers, so you can see them. Parkrun pops up in a lot of places around Australia, and I think it actually originated out of the UK. So anyway, I'm going to go and get my volunteer thing. Walk down to the start. This story started about 5 months ago. I had finally convinced myself to go and get a mammogram done. Here in Australia, you can get mammograms for free once you turn 50. I was 56 when I went and got my first one done. Not very good at doing those routine things, and I've always been lucky enough to have good health, and so just put them off. Anyway, I went along and got my mammogram done. And a couple of weeks later, I got a call back to say they'd like to see me again. So that was a bit of a shock. So when I went back in, they were concerned about 2 areas, and they kept calling them calcifications that they wanted to investigate further. When I got the call back, I had to go to a clinic for a couple of hour sessions, and it included seeing a medical doctor. The specialists all come there that day, get another mammogram done, get another ultrasound done, and then sit around and wait while the specialists that are all gathered there for the day and the doctors have a look at the results and make whatever decisions. So on that day, they wanted to do a biopsy of one of the areas of concern. They saw 2 areas which they thought looked like calcification, but they wanted to do a biopsy on one of those areas. Not so pleasant. About 20 minutes in a mammogram, getting the biopsy done. I'm not very good with those things, so I was having a bit of a sook. That's what I do. It's my way of coping, I think. About a week later, I got a phone call, pathology results on the biopsy, which they said it was cancer-free, so that was a relief. Any good? While we're at the front, we might just check on this lime tree. There was some limes on it the other day. Four. Oh, it's lemon, not lime. 5, 6, 7, 8. They did want to refer me on to a specialist to have a look at the other area as well, the second area. A couple of weeks later, I went and saw the specialist, and he wanted to do a biopsy on the other area, the second area that they'd seen. Personally, I think I would have rather it all happened at the same time, but it is what it is. So I had another biopsy on the second area, and they now wanted me to come back in. Hello, my girl. The results were clear. Hello, Liz Wiz. The results once again said there was no cancer, but can you come back in to discuss? I had a phone appointment, but they would like to see me. So we did, the next month we did another visit to that clinic where the pathology results had picked up that there was a radial scar. I had not heard of what a radial scar was at the time. Had to do the old Dr. Google. Anyway, end result was that they wanted to remove this area where the radial scar had appeared. And so my journey of surgery began there. T-minus 6 days. Heading into town today because I have to get some surgery done next week, and I need to go into, they call it a pre-operative session, to talk with the anaesthetist, and also some sort of group session on, I suppose, the things you have to do on the day. Anyway, that's where we're heading this morning. Not super fun, but it's got to be done, I suppose. Dean's working. I'm waiting. Done. I did the handing out of the barcodes when we stand with the timekeeper. Obviously the timekeeper does the time, and then I give them a barcode. Then they go to somebody else who scans the barcodes and their own code, and the time's recorded. It's been just over a week now, and tomorrow I go in to get my results from the pathology from that area and see the specialist again, make sure everything's all healed up okay. Just walking into the Armstrong Clinic now. I have to stop in a sec and put my mask on, but we're here. Last time I came it took hours and hours. Hopefully might be a little bit quicker today. We're in and we're waiting.
We can sit together. It's so beautiful. You and me, meant to be in the great outdoors.
All good. That's good. I was not that nervous until yesterday and today, and then I'm thinking, oh, what if it's not good news with the biopsy? But it's all good. I'm going to turn this off. She's just out of the room. Well done. Only thing that's a bit disappointing is I can't run for another couple of weeks. So it's about 4 to 5 weeks post-surgery. So this week I'm going to walk the park run, and after that I might get another volunteer session in. Might as well do it while you can. I don't usually use this channel to preach, and so that's not what this story is about, but it isn't necessarily a nice thing to have a mammogram. So, but I just feel it's a little bit important to share the story, and if you haven't had your mammogram, then please do. It could save your life.